Okay class, so in previous video we have seen about the differential operator when we have the function in the form of polynomial, okay, where the differential operator will be d to the power of n, and then we see on how if we have the function exponent, okay, even though you have the alone the function exponent alone, for example exponent 5x, okay, so sebenarnya even though you nampak dia macam seorang-seorang sahaja function exponent ni, tapi hakikatnya kita anggap dia mempunyai polinomial juga, di mana polinomial dia adalah pada power kosong. That's why we cannot see, because x power kosong is equal to 1. Okay, so we will consider every time we see the function exponent, we will also have the x, the polynomial function. Okay, so the differential operator when we have the exponential function is d minus alpha to the power of n, where alpha come from the power of the exponent and n come from the power of your polynomial, where the power of your polynomial is always n minus 1, and then from here you will get the value of n. Okay, lepas tu kita cuma perlu masukkan sahaja dalam formula untuk differential operator. And the last one is when we have the trigonometric function, where whenever we see the trigonometric function, let's say y equal to cos 4x, we will always consider that this function also have the polynomial. If you cannot see, maksudnya polynomial dia kuasa kosong, and it also have the exponential. Kalau you tak boleh nampak, maksudnya exponent ni pun kuasa dia adalah kosong x. Okay, because exponent kosong is 1, x kosong pun 1, therefore you tak nampak dua-dua ni, you cuma nampak trigonometry. But whenever we are dealing with trigonometric function to find the differential operator, kita akan sentiasa assume that dia ada polynomial function dan juga exponential function together. Okay, for example, if you have y equal to x square sine 4x, you only can see the polynomial, you only can see the trigo, but you need to understand, to find the differential operator, whenever you have the trigo, it must come with the polynomial and exponential as well. Therefore actually we have any exponential function here, but the power is 0x, because for us to find the differential operator for the function that consists of the trigonometric function, either cos or sine, the formula will be this one: d square minus 2 alpha d plus alpha square plus beta square to the power of n, where alpha come from your exponential power, beta come from your trigonometric coefficient, and n come from the power of your polynomial. This is the formula that you need to use. Okay, so you need to remember lah formula dia. Kalau ada je function trigo, formulanya akan jadi d square minus 2 alpha d tambah alpha square plus beta square to the power of n. Okay, to the power of n. So let's say example. Okay, let's see one example. If you have been asked to find the differential operator that annihilates the function a sine 3x. Okay guys, so again I repeat, the differential operator that annihilates means the annihilator operator. What is the annihilator operator do? It's transform your function to be 0 by the process of differentiation. Okay, so What is the differential operator that annihilates? Means the differential operator that transform your function to become zero by the process of differentiation. So it depends on the function. We already see if it's only involve polynomial, the differential operator will be in the form of d to the power of n. Okay, it depends on the power, the highest power of your polynomial, which always be n minus 1, and from here we will get the value of n. Okay, if its exponent is actually the combination of polynomial and exponent, so the differential operator will be d minus alpha to the power of n. And if you see the trigo, it always actually the combination of exponent, polynomial and trigo, so your differential operator will be d square minus 2 alpha d plus alpha square plus beta square to the power of n. Okay, where alpha come from your exponent, beta come from your trigo, and come from your polynomial. So nak tak nak mesti kena ada. So now for example, you only have the trigonometric function sin 3x. So we need to add sendiri our polynomial. Our polynomial will be x to the power of 0. That's why we cannot see. Okay, because x power of 0 is equal to 1. And also your exponent is exponent 0x. Okay, that's why you cannot see. We add, kita tambahkan sendiri kerana kita tahu kalau dia adalah polinomial, kita mesti kena ada polinomial dan juga eksponen juga. Kalau dia adalah trigo, kita mesti kena ada polinomial dan juga eksponen juga. Okay, so from here we know that the value of alpha is equal to 0, value of beta is equal to 3, and value of n minus 1 equal to 0. Therefore your n is equal to 1. So now you have your alpha, you have your beta, you have your n. You just need to find the differential operator by using this formula. So it's d square minus 2 multiplied by alpha d plus with alpha square plus beta square to the power of n, which is power 1. Therefore you have here d square. This one is 0. So this one is 0 plus 9. So you have d square plus 9 to the power of 1. This is the annihilator operator that will make y equal to sin 3x equal to 0 by using differentiation process. Means this function is annihilated by the differential operator d square plus 9. Okay, let's say if you have the function, you need to find the operator that annihilates the function 5 exponent negative x cos 2x minus 9 exponent negative x sin 2x. So whenever you have the combination of function, you see you have the cos and you have the sine here. You need to remember, you need to make sure is either this function is the same function or not. Depends on the value of alpha and also beta. Okay, so if you see here, your alpha is 2. Your alpha is negative 1. Here also negative 1. Your beta is 2. Here also beta equal to 2. And your n is equal to 1 because you have x to the power of 0. So this one is also the same. Whenever you have the value of n, alpha, and also beta, the same value for the function, even though you have two functions, we consider only one. Okay, so we just need to have one differential operator to annihilate this function. So from your function here, you get the value of n equal to 1 because this one is to the power of 0. 0 will always be n minus 1. Okay, so n is equal to 1. Your alpha is with the exponent, which is negative 1, and your beta is the coefficient of your trigo, which is 2. So now you just need to masukkan dalam formula untuk you dapatkan you punya annihilator operator, which is d square minus 2 alpha d plus alpha square plus beta square to the power of n. So you have your d square minus 2, your alpha is negative 1 d plus with your alpha is negative 1 to the power of 2 plus beta is 2 to the power of 2. Okay, to the power of 1. N is equal to 1. So you have here d square. Negative is positive 2d. Okay, plus negative 1 to the power of 2 is 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. So this one is the differential operator that will annihilate the function 5 exponent negative x cos 2x minus 9 exponent negative x sine 2x. Okay, so that is how you find the differential operator for the different function. Okay, before we want to see how this differential operator actually can help you in solving your non-homogeneous differential equation. Okay, let's see one partial equation, one example of partial equation. Okay, one example of partial equation. So you have here, the question asks you to find the annihilator for the function fx equal to 4 cos x plus exponent 2x. Okay, so class, now you see you have two different functions. Why? Because this one is cos plus exponent. Okay, if it's 4 cos x exponent 2x, then this one is one function, multiply. But because of it plus, okay, it will be two different functions. And it cannot be the same because for this one, you will have 4 x power 0 exponent power 0 cos x. Sebab you tak nampak kan polinomial dengan eksponen dia. So dia punya polinomial akan jadi x kuasa kosong, iaitu 1, dan eksponen pun kuasa kosong. That's why you tak nampak. While for this one, you only have your x kuasa kosong dan eksponen 2x. So dia adalah different. So bila you have two different function, then you need to find the differential operator differently lah, berbeza lah. So for this one, the first one, you kena guna formula trigo, which is d square minus 2 alpha d plus alpha square plus beta square, okay, to the power of n. And from here, you will get the value of n is equal to 0. The value of n is equal to 1 because 0 is always n minus 1. And the value of alpha is equal to 0 while the value of beta is equal to 1. So when you masukkan dalam formula, you will get d square minus 2 multiplied by 0d plus 0 square plus 1 square to the power of 1. So you will get your differential operator as d square. This one is 0. 0 plus 1 is plus 1. Okay, this one is for the first one. And for the second one, this one is the exponential function. And you know that for exponential function, the differential operator will be in the form of d minus alpha to the power of n. And from here, you get the value of n is equal to 1. And the value of alpha is equal to 2. So your differential operator will be d minus 2 to the power of 1. So what is the differential operator overall for your function fx here? It will be the combination of d square plus 1 and d minus 2. Okay, so this is the annihilator operator for the function 4 cos x plus exponent 2x. Means that if you have two different function, okay, you have two different function, you find every differential operator for each function and then we combine it by the process of multiplication. It will be the differential operator for the whole function here. Okay class, so you can try to do exercise 4.5 in the book. Okay, 4.5 in the book. You can try to do the exercise number 1 to 34. Okay, in our next class, we will see on how this annihilator operator can help us in finding the solution to our non-homogeneous differential equation. Okay, see you next class.